What up, YouTube? This is Ron, and I know it's been a while. It's been a very long and challenging year as being a registered nurse. A lot of challenges I came across, a lot of my own personal obstacles that I had to get past, and I'm just mind blown of how much I learned and stuff that I do like, stuff that I don't like, stuff that I could definitely see needs improvement in healthcare and it's frustrating. I'm just mind blown from this whole year. Today is like March the 1st. Well, it's a day off, but a day or two off, but first day or first year that I've been in my, okay, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. First that I relocated. Marks the first year that I relocated from Michigan, and it's definitely different living on your own. I do like living on my own a lot. I like having my own space and having just peace at home and just can get a break from people because we give a lot of ourselves to people as a nurse, and sometimes you just need to have an area that you can take care of yourself. So that's just me personally. Um, so yeah, I've been gone for a while. Like I said, it's been a rough year, a really, really rough year. I will make a video about it a little bit later. My year mark is November 28th. I said before, but I'm working on a med-surg unit, a very, very tough med-surg unit. And yeah, not plan on staying in med-surg for long. But I'm decided to do a story time. So I think my orientation was like 3 months. And wait, when did I start? December, January, February. I think February 8th was my end of my orientation. So that means I was eligible to float a month after that. So around March, I floated. I was like a little bit anxious and like, oh my God, I'm going to a different unit and I'm like fresh off of orientation, and I float to this unit that's kind of like our sister unit. It was another med-surg unit that I floated to. And they get everything too. They was just like, you'll be fine. I get there and I'm looking up the patients and they assigned me to nursing students. And I was like, not one, but two nursing students. And I'm like, I went to the chart so quick. I'm fresh off orientation. How do I use them? I barely know what I'm doing, to be honest. I mean, you can grasp things, but like until I say a few months off, then you might be able to work with people under you. Me, not so much right now. At the time frame that I was at, I was floating. I was outside my comfort zone, being off of my unit. You give me not one, but two nursing students, and I'm like, I straight up told them I'm a month off orientation. I don't know what y'all can do. I don't know how I don't know anything right now about where stuff is. I am trying to figure everything out. I was frazzled and I told them straight up, I'm like, I'm a month off orientation. Just tell me what you can do. I'll work with you. I'll try to do everything that I can to help you. But like, I'm fresh. Like, I'm fresh off orientation. So on top of that, I get two nursing students and they was both assigned to a different patient. And then most of the patients that they gave me on this unit were pretty heavy. And I was like, what the heck? I'm like, this is my first first float experience. And I'm like, first off, you shouldn't give your float staff nursing students. Second, I went to y'all and I'm off orientation, already anxious that I'm on a different unit. And it was just a hot mess. It wasn't too bad of a hot mess. After, when I got to meet the patients and I had to get myself reorganized and figure out how to work around them and still do what I have to do. It got a little bit better. So then I think I was there for like 8 hours and they was leaving like probably around 3. And then I had to float back to my unit, I believe. So I was trying to make sure everything was done prior. And I was trying to set up times. I'm like, all right, you was charting and you was charting. I still did my assessments, but I'm like, and I filled in the blanks or I told them like what they can chart on and everything. And let's see, yeah, that was really rough. I set up times like to meet with them like between this time and this time. Let's just sit down and just go over a few things. Let's go over charting, and then just let me know what you have questions about along the way because I don't know too much. And then if something that I don't know about, I can ask someone else, especially since this is not my normal unit. But I was like at the end of the thing of the day, sorry, the thing. I was like, how did I do? Because I did tell y'all like I was fresh off orientation, didn't know how to work with other people, especially in time management on a different unit, and like doing your nursing cares and then working with people. I was just like, this is new to me. Like, I don't know how to do this. Like, it's hard. And I got anxious because I'm like, am I technically precepting? And I was just like, I got extremely anxious and started going over everything. I'm like making sure nothing catches up with me or them. I'm like, we need to sit down and go over a few things because you were with me today. And I told them that I was fresh off orientation. I'm like, giddy. But they said I did pretty good. I just was basically explaining everything that I did. If y'all put in this situation, you're going to have anxiety, especially if you're floating and off orientation. But it was a little bit hectic. I'm like, you shouldn't get people floating, nursing students. We barely get nursing students on my unit. So I'm like, I really don't know how to work with you, especially me being off orientation. I know this is repetitive, but I mean, this is a freestyle video, so I'm not really tech savvy when it comes to the editing. But yeah, that was interesting. Now I see how people like when we're new nurses and then they pair us with people and then they're trying not to do things or they're trying to let them like carefully think through stuff and then you just want to do it yourself. And I'm like, ooh, this is hard. I'm like, I'm so active and I like moving around. And then being with someone is kind of like a different type of time management and like, okay, we need to do this. We need to keep it moving. Okay, we can give this man. They didn't want that. Okay, they refused it. Let's go. We need to go to the next one. Or we need to do this now. Or it's a phone call we need to accept. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of critical thinking that you have to do it on the spot as a nurse, and especially working with people, or even when it comes to like using nursing techs or patient care assistants and like, okay, would you be free to help me around this time to this time to help me with the wound dressing? Or are you able to help me like transfer this patient because it's going to be a heavy 2-person assist? I hope it wasn't too much of rambling. I hope this makes sense. It's been a while since I did a video, but I will try to pop out some more videos along the way. Sorry, it's been, like I said, it's been a very rough first year in nursing. I have to go into slightly more detail in another video, but yeah, I have seen myself grow as a nurse. I have caught a lot of things and learned to trust my gut, trust my nursing judgment. Dealing with people is really hard, to be honest. You deal with people that comes from different walks of life, and it's weird. It's really hard. Like in nursing school, they paint that pretty picture that you, as a nurse, you will always come home and feel like your day was rewarding, and sometimes that's not the case. And then you deal with so many emotions as a nurse too. Anger, rage, happiness, sadness, distraught, frustration. It's a lot of emotions, and like remaining neutral sometimes is kind of hard, and it sometimes do get to you. I know it got to me this past year. I was mind blown what nurses do and what we deal with on a regular day basis. And how do we cope with that? And I'm still learning how to cope. I'm really bad at it right now because right now I just feel like I'm really exhausted from my first nursing position. I'm going to end up applying somewhere else because I need to do something else. It's just not a good fit for me where I am at. Just don't like med surge and certain things that happen. But yeah. If you're in nursing school, please do not let this deter you. It's just like nursing school. You go through obstacles, you go through battles that you have to face, and it's even personal battles. Like, you find out if this is for you, you find out if it's not, or if you want to continue on. I know I said I did want to go to grad school, but now I'm kind of thinking about it right now. Who knows? We'll see. The good thing is nursing, you can go into any different specialty and find your way along the way. Just ride the journey, I guess. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you're in nursing school, keep pushing. If you're pre-nursing, work towards your goals. If you're a new nurse and struggling like I have this past year, please, let's have a conversation because I have been through the ringer this year. Learned so much. Grew as a nurse, an individual. I know stuff that I need to work on. Wow, just this year. All right, bye.